SATS, like SATS questions, but these questions do tie into GCSEs as well. We're focusing heavily on algebra this time, so a lot of problem solving. And I know a lot of GCSE topics in algebra have come down to SATS the past couple of years, so you really need to know it. And if you know it in SATS, it's going to help you massively when you get to GCSEs. Right, let's go. These questions is not specific paper, exam paper, but they are just general exam questions that have been in past papers. So, let's have a look. There are 4 cans of soda in a pack. This is classic. It's on other maths questions as well. GCSE. To be honest, I've seen this type of question at GCSE before. So 4 cans of soda in a pack. Jessica has P packs of soda. Yeah, they can use any letter, but generally they use something that represents a similar word. Okay, which expression shows how many cans of soda Jessica has? And by expression, there's a difference between an expression and an equation. Equations, you can work out the answer and they equal something, whereas expression is what you would do to get the answer. That's the best way I generally explain it to my students. So 4 cans of soda in a pack, P pack soda. So if you, for example, bought 3 packs of soda, you'll do 4 multiplied by 3, 12. However, we don't know that. We don't know how many packs there are. So it's going to be 4 multiplied by P. So which of these shows that? Well, that is this one. Yeah. As you get further on to algebra, you'll know that can also be written as 4P. Okay. Right, next one. So Tom scored X marks on his maths test. I'll go a little bit closer so you can see right in there. Yeah, X marks. So it could be 10, 20, 35. We don't know. Theo scored 4 more marks than Tom. Okay, so Theo scored Tom's marks plus another 4. Write an expression for the number of marks Theo scored. So 4 more. Okay, so Theo scored Tom's marks plus another 4. And that's it. You could also write that, so or 4 plus X. Yeah, so 2 different ways you could write that answer. So look, another one. Timmy scored half as many marks as Tom. Okay, write an expression for the number of marks Timmy scored. Well, yeah, Timmy, I did say Timmy. So Timmy scores. He got Tom's marks, which is just X, but then he scored half of that. So a few ways you could write this. You could write that as X over 2. Yeah, because that's half. Or I could write that as X divided by 2. Yeah, there's another way you could write it. Or you really want to be clever, you could write that as 1/2 of X. Quite a few ways you could write that, okay? But there are 3 ones. Obviously, most of you, especially SATs, are going to write it like this. Will be the most common one. Next one. So Tilly scored 2 marks less than Tom. Yeah, so a bit of a typo there. Tilly scored 2 marks less than Tom. Write an expression for the number of marks Tilly scored. So Tilly scored Tom's marks, but 2 less than that. So Tom scored 20, Tilly scored 2 less, which would be 18. But we're not given that amount of marks that Tom scored. So Tilly scored whatever Tom scored, but we're going to subtract 2. So if I knew what Tom's marks was, I'll take away 2, and that'll be Tilly's. Yeah, and these are all expressions because they don't equal sign. You can't work out the actual answer. Right, next one. So that's question 1, 2. This is question 3. After this, I've got some substitution. Okay, and it'll start back question 1 on the substitution section. Right, so I'm just going to make my camera there a bit small on the stream so you can see the questions. I'm worried that I'm taking up quite a bit of space. There you go. Hopefully that looks better for you. Right. So Cesar and Danny are playing a game. You know what? I'm going to move me actually down here because I'm taking up a lot of space. There we go. So now I can have that up there. That's better. Right. Cesar and Danny are playing a game with large counters and small counters. Okay. So mixture, combination, 2 counters. Large counters have a value and small counters have a value. Okay. Cesar has 2 large counters and 5 small counters. 2 large, 5 small. So I assume they have the same value. They have the same value. Total value is 175, okay? Danny has 2 large counters and 4 small counters. The total value is this. Calculate the value of each counter. This is almost like a simultaneous equation you get. What I would do, I would just take these away, which I think more what SATS would do. So they both have one of these. You can take that away. They both have one of these, right? 4 and 4. So you can take away 4 here. Remember, in an exam, you can draw all over your exam. It's absolutely fine, the questions. So, 1's left here. Right. So now I'm going to take these 2 numbers away. So 175 subtract 164. So I know there is 11 left. So then I've seen now 1 counter is 11. And that's it then. And then you've got to substitute the numbers back in. So each one of these is 11. And now all this has to add up to 164. So I know those 4 make 44. So to get what the value of both of these is, I just do 164 subtract 44, which I know is 120. And then 120 divided by 2, because there's 2 of them, which I know is 60. So that's 60, and that is 60. And there you go. So large counters are worth 60, and the small counters are worth 11. Bit of different ones. Or in GCSEs, you might have that as X, 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 Y, 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 Y. A few different ways to see it. Was it SATS? It's a very similar question, though, to what you would have in GCSE. Literally, I've seen that type of question in different ways loads of times, okay? So this one may be about a bit trickier compared to what SATS used to be like. Right, this might be a bit hard to see on yours, but they are W's. I'll write that on. That's a W. That's a W there. It could be any letter. It could be A, B. Doesn't matter. In this diagram, all the shaded rectangles are of equal width. Calculate the width of one shaded rectangle. Okay, so this is similar again, really. 42 plus W is the same as 2W plus this amount. What I would do, I would add those 2 values. So, that's 42. So 21 plus 15 is 36. So you got 42 plus W there. And, that's 2W. So that'll be 36 plus 2W. Yeah, that's wow so far. And then I would take away this one from this one, because they both got. So, that'll be 6 plus W. Right. So, do you know what? I set it out slightly different. So 42 plus W. Sorry, I should have put equals 36 W. Do you know what? I realised I confused myself then, because I've still got the same answer, but this will understand it a bit better. Right. So take away the W's and take away that. So it'll be 6 equals W. Sorry. Same thing. I set it out differently. So I know 1W equals 6, and that is the answer. Okay. That's just more when you're making the equations the same. It's a bit more of a advanced skill, but I think that's the easiest way to solve it, because they both equal each other. Right, question. I know that is it for those ones. That's your algebra equations. Now we're going to look at substitution with algebra, okay? So it's quite a big topic, this one, and you'll need it a lot with all the formulas and things you need to know. So here is a formula to calculate the cooking time for a chicken. Cooking time, 24 minutes per kilogram plus 35 minutes. So how long would it take to cook a chicken? Cook a 1.5 kilogram chicken. So 24 minutes per kilogram. So it's 1 kilogram and a half. So 1 kilogram equals 24 minutes. Half a kilogram is going to be half of that time, which is 12. So that's going to be 36 minutes. And I'm going to add on 35 here. So that'll be, altogether, that will be 71. So 71 minutes for that one. Right, next one. Here's a rule to calculate a taxi fare. I'll go a little bit closer so you can see. Taxi fare. So you got taxi fare. This is pretty standard. Anytime you get a taxi, you have your standing charge plus whatever it is per mile. Yeah, that's how they make money. Okay, so £2.50 plus an extra £1.50 per mile. So it does 10 miles. Okay, so it's £2.50 plus 10 of these. So I'm going to do 10 multiplied by £1.50, which equals £15. And then I'm going to add on £2.50. So £2.50 plus 15, which equals £17.50. That's substitution. Done. Right. What distance journey costs £8.50? So this is where you've got to have to substitute it in a little bit more, okay? So this time you're told that it equals £8.50. That's £2.50 plus whatever it is per mile. So it's basically 1.5. I'm just going to call it X. Or I'll call it M for miles, okay? Not meters, miles. So I'm going to take that away from that one. So that gives me £5. No, £6. And then I'm going to divide that into that. So that is 4. So now it's 4 miles. Bit more complicated, these ones. They do take a little bit of thinking, okay? But it's just substituting with formulas. So, question number 3. A theatre sells tickets for a play. Each ticket costs £14. There is a £2 booking charge to buy tickets. I hate this. This is very real. This is what they always do. When you buy tickets for a gig or a venue or a concert, you go, oh, it's £20. Oh, we're at a charge an extra booking fee of £1. Yeah, it's ridiculous why they do that. But hey ho, that's what they do. Each ticket costs £14. There's a £2 booking charge for buying tickets. Which of these shows how to calculate the total cost? So, £14 per ticket, but you're having a £2 bucket charge for buying. It doesn't matter how many tickets, so you buy 1 ticket or 10, it's just a standard £2. Obviously, that's this question. Real life, it could be a certain charge per ticket. So number of tickets, you're looking for times 14, but adding 2. So it is that one. Okay, so if you bought 10 tickets, it'll be 10 multiplied by 14, then you're going to add your £2 booking fee. So that is that one. Right, last couple of questions, okay, on substitution. Pizza shop uses this formula to work out the cost of a pizza. I'm sure Domino's, Pizza, and all of them do this. Your price is going to be £8 plus £1.25 per topping. What is the price for a pizza? That's 3 toppings. So you're paying £8 plus this per topping. So you're going to multiply those numbers. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 1.25, which is £3.75. Then you're going to add on £8, which that will be £11.75. Yeah, no, I'm not doing the column multiplication stuff today in column addition. I have got other videos on that. Just to save time, I'm just going through. Yeah, and if you can do it mentally, just do it mentally, okay? And plus it's 1 mark as well. This one. So Stephen has £15 to spend on his pizza. What is the greatest number of toppings Stephen can have on his pizza? So £15, bear in mind, you have the standard £8 charge first. So first thing I'll do is 15 subtract 8. So that means he's got £7. So now Stephen has £7 to spend on toppings. So you need to know how many £1.25s go on £7. The easiest I'll do, I'll just go up in £1.25s. Okay, so I'll just go £1.25 and then £2.50, £3.75, and then that'll be £5, £6.25, and then it'll be £7.50. So you can see £1.25 doesn't go equally into £7. So then that's where this comes in handy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will take me over. So it's 5 toppings. Yeah, and that method works in loads of questions, just going up in the times table. Okay. Right, last question. There's a lot of shorter live stream this one, but it's a lot of quick questions just to really target revision that will make a difference in what grade you do get. So Steph is paid £8.50 per hour during the week and £10 per hour at weekends. In 1 week, Steph works 25 hours during the week and 11 hours at the weekend. How much does Steph get paid in total for the week? So £8.50 per hour during the week. So it's going to be £8.50 multiplied by 25 and £10 per hour weekends. So that's going to be £10 multiplied by 11 because that's 11 hours on the weekend. So that, I know, it's 110. It's a nice, easy one to do. Now I've got to do this one. So I would break this up. 25 multiplied by 8 and 25 multiplied by 0.5. So that times by 8 is 200. And then that half of that is £12.50. And then you're going to add those together. So that'll be £212.50. Then you're going to add this on to this. So you're going to add those two, which will be £322.50. And that is it for this live stream today. So we've covered algebra a lot today, a lot of solving equations, and we've done a lot of substitution as well. Hopefully this helped. Do check out my other live streams as well. There's loads of revision on there to help you with SATS, GCSE. Take care, and hopefully